Hello, I am Anne-Marie DeMars. I am a professor, a statistician, and I'm here today with my dog Frank to tell you all about finding answers to your questions with data. In fact, particularly using primary sources. What do you say, Frank? Are you excited? Excited? He's extremely excited. Stop that. Today we're going to talk about describing Indigenous communities using primary sources and spreadsheets. Now, you may have heard of primary sources in history class. If you wanted to know what kind of clothes people wore 112 years ago or what cars they drove, you could look at a photograph from 1910. So that's a primary source because it's a picture of what someone's actually wearing, not someone else telling you about it. Now, when we do statistics, we answer questions with data. Well, what is data? Data is information collected by measuring, surveys, or observations. A primary source is a first-hand account. And in our example today, you have a data set of information on every tribal leader in the year 2019. So you're looking at the original data that those tribal leaders reported directly. A secondary source is a description or other information that isn't firsthand. If I told you that California had 106 tribal leaders, that would be a secondary source because I'm telling you that, but it's not that I've actually gone out and counted them all or that you've actually gone out and counted them all. So, for example, looking at data, if you count the number of chickens, you have the data on the chicken population of this slide, right? That's data, the number of chickens, you're observing them. A primary source is a first-hand account. So I counted the chickens. There are 6. You can count them yourself if you don't believe me. A secondary source example would be, say Bob wasn't in school today, but he says that I told him that I counted 6 chickens. So he doesn't really know it from first-hand knowledge, but he takes my word for it. Now, what kinds of questions you can answer depend on the data that you have. For example, if I wanted to know how wired are tribal organizations, like what percent of tribal communities had a web page and what percent of tribal leaders had an email address, I could find that percentage with Google Slides if I have the data, which I actually do. Now, if you're the kind of person that likes to read things as opposed to watch videos, here are all the steps into finding what percentage have email with Google Slides. You could just put the video on stop right now, read those steps, and go on with your life. It will not hurt my feelings at all. However, if you're the type of person that likes to have things gone through step by step, keep watching because that's what we're going to do next. This is the 2019 Tribal Leaders Directory. I'm going to see what percent of the tribal leaders have email. So I'm going to create a frequency distribution. First, I'm going to click here on this column to select it. It says has email. And I'm going to go up here under Insert and pick Pivot Table. And then I'm going to click Create New Sheet because I want it in this new sheet. And now I don't see anything. But over here on the right, it says has email, because that's what I selected. And for rows, I'm going to click add, and it lets me pick has email. And now it shows there's 3 options, blank, no, and yes. I want actual values, so I'm going to click add next to values and pick has email. And now it's going to show me that 90 people had no email, 493 did have an email, and 0 left blank. Now, that's interesting, but I also like to know percent. So I'm going to click Add again, pick has email again, and it says Show as Default. If you didn't know, now you know. Default is what you got if you don't do anything else. It's just what happens without any action from you. I'm going to click here, percent of column. So now I see I've got 15.44% did not give an email, 84.56% did. I'm gonna get a little fancy here. I don't really like these 2 decimal places, so I'm gonna select these. I'm gonna select these values here, and up at the top where it says decrease decimal place, it's going to the little arrow to the left there. I'm gonna click on that once, twice. So now it says I have 15% were no's, 85% were yeses. I want to get rid of this blank line here. So I'm going to go over where it says filters, click add, pick has email again, and it's showing all the items. But I'm going to click on that and click the check mark, uncheck blanks, and then click OK. So now I've got my frequency distribution, 90 no email, 493 email, 15% no email, 85% email, adds up to a total of 100%. I want it to look a little better, so I think I'll change this has underscore email to has email question mark. Count A of has email doesn't really make sense, so I'll change that to number. All I'm doing here is clicking on the cell on the box that has that information in it and then typing up here what I want to change to. So I'm change that to percent. So now I have a really nice frequency distribution here. It tells me 583 tribal leaders total, and of those 85% have email. I might want a graph. Let me show you something kind of cool here. So select these 4 boxes, no, 90, yes, 493, and see over here at the bottom this little star thing. You may have never even noticed it. If you kind of scroll over, it says explore. Click on that. And look at that. It will give you a pie chart, and even if you hover over it, it'll tell you how many people said yes and how many said no. It will give you a bar chart. So there you have it, how to create a frequency distribution, a pie chart, and a bar chart, all with Google Sheets. And the answer to your question is, most tribal leaders have an email.